Hey Arizona, just because weed is legal now doesn't mean your criminal record is clear. You need to visit azexpunge.org today. Claim Your Future campaign can expunge your record for free. Go to azexpunge.org now. Hey Arizona, just because weed is legal now doesn't mean your criminal record is clear. You need to visit azexpunge.org today. The Reclaim Your Future campaign can expunge your record for free. Go to azexpunge.org now. Hey Arizona, just because weed is legal now doesn't mean your criminal record is clear. You need to visit azexpunge.org today. The Reclaim Your Future campaign can expunge your record for free. Go to azexpunge.org now. Hey Arizona, just because weed is legal now doesn't mean your criminal record is clear. You need to visit azexpunge.org today. The Reclaim Your Future campaign can expunge your record for free. Go to azexpunge.org now. Hey Arizona, just because weed is legal now doesn't mean your criminal record is clear. You need to visit azexpunge.org today. The Reclaim Your Future campaign can expunge your record for free. Go to azexpunge.org now.
Disclaimer. This video, like all videos featured on this channel, is definitely intended for mature audiences. This video is likely to contain profane language. Content is inappropriate for minors. Video is not for kids.
Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Lord of mercy.
Over here, Trace.
Okay.
Don't you try it. It's the Dr. Greenthumb Show live.
like that. Came in hot. Yes, we are live. Twitch, Discord, YouTube, and the home site www.breal.tv. I'm talking real fast right now. To my right, Mr. Trace Noons in
Got
the
me playing first base today. Never played first base
Hey,
here
you're playing
before.
first base over there.
Yeah, it's a new look for me.
That's right. Next to him, the legendary Psycho Lizzy.
Salud, everybody. Word up. Cheers.
It's got biz.
Beers and beers.
Cheers with the biz. All right, we also have up in the treehouse, Bolted Blah Bro Bra Bra, and the Dominator.
What's going on? How you guys doing?
We're doing.
What's going on, Sendog?
Yeah, whoa. Hey, you skipping the strong one over here?
I'm excited.
Yeah. The strong one, strong tone is in the building.
What up, everybody? Happy Tuesday.
Skipper.
And the brosha himself, Sendog.
Orale. All is good. Good to see you guys all again, and good to see everybody good and healthy and happy and things like that. So, yeah, man, good to see everybody.
Yeah, man. Welcome back. It's Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? It's great to be here. What are you guys thinking about? Because everybody's just quiet all of a sudden.
You
Like
know what I'm
pondering
thinking
thought.
about. You know
What are you thinking about over there, Trace?
You know, usually I comment and say you're a sharp dresser, but today, nah, not so much.
You don't like my T-shirt, Trace? Hold up.
Yeah, so that's me on the T-shirt right there. And yeah, that's real funny stuff. So this weekend, how it was presented to me was that on Saturday at the show in outside of Chicago, that the joke was apparently I had fallen asleep at one time. Somebody snapped the picture. They made a T-shirt that I'm dreaming about Coke. Because, I mean, everybody knows, pretty much that I have a Coke problem. But we just don't talk about my Coke problem.
Explain yourself further.
That's
Coke.
what I wanted. Because now everybody thinks in my DMs on Instagram, dudes are like, Trace, I've been there before, bro. If you need some help and support, I'm here for you.
I gotta tell you something though. Until this very moment, I never knew you had a Coke problem.
I do have a Coke problem. And to show you how serious the Coke problem is, you know, it's serious.
Hey,
I'm
they're not
gonna
paying me for this. Get that. So you better hide that. Put that in a cup.
So when you talk about a problem, and now they put my
It's
problem.
not a problem, though.
Thanks, Les.
I got a homie that's all he drinks, too. In Europe, he wakes up to a Coca-Cola and goes to sleep to a Coca-Cola.
It's gotten to be that out on tour, these guys, Sen, B, they're all counting my Cokes per day.
Well, let's give some background on that, though.
How many Cokes per day?
I'm going to say about 6. Does a 6-pack. Easy.
That's a fair amount of Coke.
That
Bullshit.
we see. Yeah.
It's about 3 Cokes.
You never know.
It's about 3 Cokes.
Getting another 6 delivered to his
Every
room.
time you have a meal.
Sen, are you hearing this, Sen Dog?
Yeah, he's lying to himself. He's in denial. That's the first.
Okay, and let me give you background on why we give him the business, all right? It wasn't that we just look at it, oh, you're drinking a lot of Coke. So what? You know, like we know homies that drink a lot of Coke.
Nah,
it is what it is. But he says to us after one tour, you know what? I think I'm gonna stop drinking Coke. It's too much sugar, and I'm trying to cut down. And if you guys see me with a Coke, I give you full license to slap it out of my hand.
Yeah.
And so it came upon us. All of it, it was supposed to stop on that trip, and then we seen him with the Coke, and we're like, by right of what you said, we're supposed to slap that can out of your hand. Bars, you heard that? And he was like, no, we're going to start after this tour right here, after these couple shows. And we haven't started yet, so,
It's going to happen eventually.
So, we're just giving him the business because,
you have to want to do it yourself.
He brought it. We didn't force it on you. You told us.
But I got no support. That was.
What do you mean?
No support.
We tried to take the can from you, and you were like, wait a minute, we're going to start after this.
Can I add to this really quick?
Yes, please.
Please.
Because I recently have been to Trace's house. And I reach in the refrigerator to get me a water.
Stocked.
And there's like 36 cans of Coke and 1 Modelo.
Oh my
The
God.
Modelo has been there for about 8 months now.
The Coke just filters
So, yeah.
in and out.
Ice cold Coke. Ice cold. I keep it like Steph. You know,
There's
like
no
ice
excuse.
cold. You know.
Cold.
Let me ask you
warm.
something. The Coke in Europe tastes a little better, right?
Well, it's a cane sugar, so yeah. I'm a Coke connoisseur. Like I've tasted Cokes all over the world. I know what each one tastes like. I have some that like, but you're 100% right. Like Switzerland, Germany,
They got a little different taste.
a little bit of different taste to it. McDonald's has their own recipe Coke. This is a good lesson on Coke right here.
McDonald's got the fire Coke.
Yeah. So yeah, but
My shit is Fanta.
It is clear you're a cokehead.
yes.
I'm in Europe, Fanta.
So what I'm gonna do
Really?
is
You know the story about that?
Let us know.
Tell you.
So what are you gonna do,
Never mind. No,
Chris?
go.
I was gonna say I'm gonna have my attorney get in touch with all of you guys and put a cease and desist letter on all of you guys for about this T-shirt right here.
Well, you got
Otherwise-
about 7 witnesses that
Yeah.
said you asked for us
I didn't
to
ask,
slap
Yeah.
the can out of your hand.
but I didn't ask for the T-shirt. That's not support.
Well, that's
I
trying to
want a
be
t-shirt.
motivational, you know. You're sitting, you're
it's
sitting here
either-
daydreaming, and I'm thinking of Coke. Daydreaming, and I'm thinking of Coke.
So it's either a letter from the attorney, or we can put the T-shirts up on the Funky site and sell them for $35 a piece.
Yeah, let me get a double X.
I'll give you 3%.
I say we put a.
I'll work this into a business deal somehow.
I say put a pot leaf on there and sell them at merch.
Great idea. Ted. Great idea.
I say let's keep it for the crew and keep it pushing.
That's right. I keep giving them shit. For
Hey, you look like you're deep in thought here, man. Like it's like genius thought, right?
I think
here.
I was like at an airport or something, like sitting at a gate. You know what I mean? Just trying to catch that little bit of sleep right there. And
This is Captain Picard thinking,
Yeah.
where's the next galaxy I'm going to?
I was dreaming about some Coke. Yeah. But cute, guys, cute. Cute. Let's just not dwell on it.
Things
But
could be worse.
they
Things could be worse.
Could be. Could have been like a picture of me in my boxer shorts or something.
Yeah, well, I don't think Mike would have got that one right there. That would have been a little far out.
Yeah, but
That'd have been a little far out to grab that one. Yeah, it's a big buzzer right there. The big buzz.
I mean, speaking of Coke, I just seen Cocaine Bear today. Finally, I'm late.
Yeah.
you know.
How did you feel about
It
it?
was a good movie.
It was pretty good, right?
Good,
It was
yeah.
entertaining,
I wasn't mad.
You know, at first I thought that it's going to be just ridiculous, but it was actually pretty good.
Yeah. Unlike Cocaine Shark.
Cocaine Shark. that's
Oh my
different.
god.
Yeah.
5 minutes into it, I was like, "Yo, what the fuck is this?"
I must co-sign you on that for sure.
Come on, man.
Cocaine Shark now.
Yeah, man.
I want to send a big shout out to my man Tony A, the Wizard. Had me on the show last night. I know he's probably creasing his pants right now, ironing while he's listening to the show. Salute to my bro. We had a great show last night on a special edition. Congratulations to him. He hit 100,000 subscribers.
nice.
And it was also an anniversary type of thing for him. So, salute to my bro, the Wizard. He actually wants to have you on the show, Sendog. He hasn't had you yet.
Oh,
And he would
crap.
like to have you. I told him I would extend this invite on his behalf to the dog. And so there it is.
Word up. Thank you.
I will connect you with him. His show's fun.
Nice to be thought about.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you didn't get a chance to check it out last night, go to his YouTube page, check it out. And salute to Derek Mallory. He's the one that connected him and him and I together, Tony A. And he hit me with some cool stuff on the phone calls last night because Tony A. takes phone calls on his show. It's pretty cool. Salute. Nah, I mean, yeah, man.
How many tequila shots did you do?
I did about 3 to 4 tequila shots. Bolton was in the room. Bolton was in there, and his nemesis Marbell was up in there. Marbell
Yeah.
called in.
Nice.
I was just hanging out at home and I was just listening to it, and all of a sudden I look up and there's a super chat from Marbell, and he's like, "Hey, Colton isn't here, so I can talk some blah blah blah." You know what? And then all of a sudden I'm like, "Yo, man, I'm here right now." And Tony A pinned that.
Yeah, that was good. I'm here right now. He doesn't know you guys got an ongoing struggle. Know what I'm saying? Like your struggle to roll the R's.
There's a lot of people though in the insane asylum up there. It was pretty cool
Yeah, it was
tuning
good.
in.
Do you know that Reverend Run from Run DMC can roll his R's, but you can't?
He cannot roll his R's.
Listen to a song called Tricky. It's tricky to rock a rhyme.
That's right. Uh-huh.
And on this song called Tricky, He rolls his R's, Bolton.
Bring it.
I mean, he's from Queens, so he knows a lot
He
of.
said, tricky.
Man,
Everybody knows that.
Tricky, 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 tricky. That's, Reverend Rod.
he did it as a flex.
And you know what? He's right. Psycho Les is right. He lives in Queens. He's around a bunch of Spanish or, Latinos, as we say here. So, yeah, he could roll his R's. What's up with you, man? You're surrounded by us over here, and you still cannot. You're still using the back of the throat to try to roll that R. It's like the front.
It's not in my genes. I don't think I can do it.
Rico.
I don't know.
You can do it, eh?
I'm wondering if Trace could roll his R's. Can you roll your R, Trace?
For sure.
Let's see.
Like, what do you want me to say?
Races.
Roberto.
Races.
There you go. Damn, he rolled that R like nothing, right?
He's Latino, yo.
Yeah, of
That's why.
course. It's
He's got that Latino in him.
yeah.
That's why.
It's there.
It's there.
It's all them cokes.
It's all the folks revving him up. Yeah.
Corky Cola.
Yeah. Hey, we want to send a happy birthday to Busy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah.
His birthday today, born 1976.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, brother.
Birthday.
You know what's crazy is that, like, when they do a live show, he's totally, chill before the show. And then when he gets on that stage, it turns into Busy Bone, man. He kills it, man. I've seen them do a show with all of them, and it's rare when you see all of them.
Right.
But when his parts came, he just ramped it up because, like, his energy is just different. So salute to Busy Bone. You ever get a chance to see Bone Thugs in Harmony with all of them? Yeah, Busy puts on the show within his own, And
is that the one that threw the champagne bottle?
yeah,
That's him right
this is
there.
it right here.
Oh, he was him. There he is.
There he goes.
Yeah.
He is right there.
Busy Bone. I ain't gonna have none of you ugly motherfuckers mocking me while I'm up here.
Bink.
Oh man, that was a pretty good. I'm surprised no one made a T-shirt out of that. Anyway, I know I violated, so I'm gonna take this one for the violation. What else? What else, guys?
I mean, you guys just got back from the road. Any good stories?
Oh man.
Yeah.
This
There
was
was
The
a-
Aton came back with the disco helmets. I'm like,
Yeah, that was before, but one of the shows got rained out. We were talking about that the other day. Like, the storm was just ridiculous, wiped out the whole
everything.
whole festival for I think 2 days.
Wow.
Because they had every piece of equipment you could have in the region.
no doubt.
You know what I mean, for this festival. So like when it all got wet, they probably had to call neighboring states. Cities that might have had this equipment and they couldn't get it there on time.
I heard that they actually eventually ended up canceling
Second day, yeah.
the whole rest of the festival.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Les, it was crazy. I mean, I know you've seen some storms.
yeah, yeah.
We all have, like, touring throughout the years and stuff like that. I
And
know
this was where?
This was in
West Virginia.
West Virginia.
Virginia. Wow.
I know Steph has seen it. We've all seen it. This one was pretty good, boy. That lightning hit 2 stages. One of the stages that the lightning hit, it also split the LED screen in half. On top of every piece of equipment getting just doused with the downpour of rain.
It was one of those festivals with like 6 different stages, different acts going on at different times. So Sen had agreed to do a song with Biohazard. He was going to go do it. So he and I actually got out there a couple hours before B had got on site. And we were going over, hanging out before Biohazard was going to do their set. Sen was going to do their song. Then we were going to shoot back to our camp because we were at a different stage. And between that amount of time, we ended up huddling under a 10 by 10 tent that was like cyclone. I mean, rain. I'm from Northern California, so I know rain. This was like some next level rain. It was coming down, and it was the question like, how much longer is this 10 by 10 tent can even hold up? And there must have been 150 people. Like, people were running for their lives, like, get under here, get under here. And it was funny. Like, the people that were like, I'll use the term fans, ended up huddling underneath the tents with the artists. It was great. So everybody had a great time, though.
You guys actually saw the lightning hit the stage, though, right?
Yeah,
Because you guys went early to play with Biohazard, right?
Yeah, you could hear the sound. I could still hear it in my head. It was so sharp and crisp and powerful.
Yeah,
you know, and I actually ducked.
Yeah,
when I heard it, because I thought it was right over my head. You know,
it was like a bomb went off. What happened was the peak of the stage. The whole stage was made out of aluminum, and that was the scary part. So they got everybody out of there, and sure enough, right at the peak of the stage, had like a peaked roof. Right at the top, this thing just came down and just cracked it.
Yeah, I mean, all stages are made of a lot of metal.
Yeah.
A lot of different metals and stuff like that. And, you know, they don't take a storm into account. So there's nothing to, like, you know, divert the lightning from striking the stage.
Oh.
But this thing was crazy because, like, you know, we were telling people yesterday, those that tuned in early and whatnot, that you guys had got there, you know, early, like at 6.
Yeah.
And it started at around 6:20, 6:30.
Mm-hmm.
We came and we got there at what time?
About 7:30.
About 7:30.
We had about an hour of rain before you got there.
Yeah, and we caught the last 20 minutes of it.
And it was you guys that actually came to the rescue for Sen and I, because we were trapped on the other side of this music festival, and no golf carts were going to take anybody. The road that was there was washed out. I mean, it turned into a river.
You know, after we left, and our crew fortunately got out not long after us, but they closed all the roads going in and going out. So you were stuck if you didn't get out at a certain time. And they were busing people out back to different campsites. You had to wait about an hour and a half to get on a bus to get out of there.
Yeah,
there was people camped on the site. You could put the sound up.
Lightning is very non-discriminate. If it wants to get you, it's going to get you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be afraid of lightning.
Yeah, be afraid of lightning. That shit ain't no joke.
That shit, it's real.
How many people in attendance do you think there was at that time?
I'm going to say probably 60,000, maybe 50.
Yeah.
What do you think, Trace?
Yeah, I was going to say somewhere probably 50 to 60 as well.
There might have been more than that because we didn't see everything.
They were expecting 250,000 for the 4-day weekend. So, you know, around 60 on average per day.
I knew we were in trouble when we were going against the grain. Meaning everybody's coming out. Everybody and their mother is coming out of the festival. They're bussing people out at this point because it was a mandatory evacuation of the site. The only people that couldn't leave were the people that were camped out on the site. So they were supposed to go to their tents. Some of their tents are destroyed. So some of them folks are like packing up to get the hell out because they know as well as we do this was a wrap, right? So some of the smart folks start packing up and they're trying to get out of there as quick as possible before it gets shut down. But you know, it was a crazy thing, man. We've seen many storms and we've been rained out a couple times, but this one, you know, with the lightning hitting the stages, we haven't encountered that one yet. But, you know, we were telling people that it hailed here too.
Yeah, and also the catering that got ransacked by a bunch of fans.
Oh yeah,
starving.
That was crazy.
I'm glad we hit catering before everything happened.
Yes.
Yeah, we didn't get none because it was done. Like the catering people had left. They had gotten ransacked.
They left the food there.
Some of the security was gone. They were like, we're out of here.
Everything got pilfered in catering.
Yeah.
It was almost as interesting as doing the show.
I was up for doing it, you know what I mean? Because I knew it was going to be a dope show, but like...
Everybody running.
Yeah. Oh, man. When it started hailing, these poor folks were out there like trying to... There was no coverage for them unless they ran to the forest and got under the trees. And there was plenty of people that were just waiting there for this.
And if you look, most people are in shorts and T-shirts and that type of thing because...
Oh, you should have seen the metal girls and their sexy as
It came out of nowhere.
It was 105 right
before that.
A half hour before that. And it was sweating. And
yeah.
It was a great day, you know. It was sunny. And
it dropped down to 84.
But you know what they say, like a tree is the last place you want to go when
Last
it's,
one.
when
That's
it's
where
down the
everybody
road.
went under the tree.
Oh man, hey Les, when we're going down the path to get in, right? We're going against the grain, as I was saying. We seen like hundreds of people in the forest part under the trees, like trying to take refuge from the, rain and the hail. It was crazy, man.
A bolt would have went up in there, they would all got zapped.
Yep. Because the lightning hits the trees, boy.
Yeah, and then I guess at some point, there was a group of performers, artists, that decided they were going to go out and entertain regardless. I think the lead singer of Papa Roach, his name escapes me, my friend.
Jacoby.
Him and a bunch of people grabbed some guitars and got up on a flatbed.
All right, flatbread. I like that.
Actually entertained a bunch of people, and there was a big old sing-along. So, somebody cared enough to go do that.
You make the best of what you can. If you could pick up an acoustic guitar and just go entertain people and be like that's commendable.
I mean, at that point, you're all into it together. Like I said, when we were under that tent, here's Biohazard, Send Dog from Cyprus, a couple other bands, and then all these kids that were running, just everybody's under the thing, and no one could believe it. They're like, hey, and it turned into like this whole thing where everybody was just hanging out, taking pictures. We just made the best out of it, but nobody got hurt. It was fun.
Yeah, as long as nobody got hurt.
Send didn't get his hair messed up. None of that.
It was Send Dog's hair was flawless.
Yeah,
Like always.
Like always.
Yeah, it was good. It was good to see everyone. To all the bands that didn't go on, and to the fans that didn't get to see their favorite acts, it's it is what it is. But hopefully in the future they can make it up somehow, or somehow you get to see that band that you came to see somewhere.
Yeah, positive vibes.
All is not lost.
Yeah, positive vibes to the Blue Ridge Festival, because they were trying to put on a dope show, and it was just unfortunate that weather hit them.
They had the 4-day lineup of Dreams.
Yeah, they did.
Hitters.
That's the thing. They had
Everybody was at that.
Yeah, significant.
Yeah.
Groups coming to smash the stage. I mean, look at this: Slipknot, Pantera, Shinedown. 5-Figure Death Punch, Limp Bizkit, Evanescence. I mean, come on, just that.
Dane, Megadeth.
Yes, Megadeth. And Danzig, Lamb of God, Papa Roach. Jacoby's a good-hearted dude. That's why he went out there and tried to give people something. Rise Against. Jeff Hardy, WWE fame. And I heard of those guys: Cypress Hill, Chevelle. Pierce the Veil. We went through this lineup yesterday.
Yeah.
But
there's many more great ones still coming down that list.
Yeah, Biohazard. None of us got to play. So, hopefully, God willing, next year they'll invite us all back, that lineup, or some of us, hopefully not everybody's busy, and we can go back and give those people, what they came to see.
And what's dope is they're getting a lot more this year. I'm not going to say the first time, because Cypress has done that show before, but it's nice to see a few more hip hop acts being added to it, splashing it with a little more hip hop. So it's nice to see what that's becoming.
I agree, Tracy Eddie.
Hip hop. Remind me, I don't recall. Have we ever been on a bill with Megadeth before?
I think we have.
Yeah, all right.
I think we have. We've been on bills with Metallica. That's for sure.
I remember that. Yeah.
Biohazard.
Yeah.
Fear Factory, maybe even, I know Sepultura for sure. We've been on some gigs with them. Suicidal, a couple.
You guys grew up with metal, and you're more metal than you give yourself credit for.
Yeah, that is the truth.
It's real though.
That is the truth. You ain't lying.
And metal fans love hip hop.
They do.
Yep.
And I'll even say, as a guitar player, I love hip hop, and what I love about it is I feel like I'm listening to metal. Only the bass is the guitar. Like, they just don't have the guitar on.
Right.
And you know what?
That's
also,
not wrong.
Rock fans love they love hip hop, but not every hip hop. Certain kind of hip hop. Certain hip hop.
Yeah, you're right.
So
not the lollipop hip hop. They don't like that shit.
It's
They like
the
the
heavy
hard
drum and bass.
The heavy gritty stuff they like.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they could relate to it. Because if you listen to some of the thrash metal and metal stuff like that, we're talking about a lot of the same things in a different voice, obviously, and sort of different slang and phrases, but
the energy is the same.
The energy is the same. It's very punk rock and metal.
Punk
and hip
and
hop
metal
have a lot of similarities in that sense, man. And yeah, it's great when there's that recognition. But yeah, I mean, that's the shit I was listening to before I was introduced to hip hop. Am I just stacking them up? Another double shot, right? Or is it a triple I over?
You almost made it. You almost made it.
No, I didn't almost make it. I've been like fronting the whole time, but it was only the S. It was the shizzy. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do anything other. I didn't do anything more vulgar than the shizzy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
So what happens to the fans' money? They get it returned?
They get refunded. But hopefully, again, you know, they try to recreate that bill or get as much of us that are available to do that next year. You know, they should just start putting in the offers immediately so that, you know, we make up for that and everybody gets to go play that gig.
That was a bill I happily would have been on. There's so many good bands.
You guys would have tore that down.
That was exactly
Slipknot was the next night, and they did not go on.
Nobody went on. They canceled.
Next night, okay, yeah. Wow.
But that's the caliber, man, that they lined up for people. So you gotta feel for them, man. You know that was gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
I think they only got one day off.
They had Veil of Maya, Sleep Token, Knock Loose, Conquer Divide, Electric Callboy was there. Yeah, I mean, the list was long.
That's a long list. Well, you know, again, salute to Blue Ridge. Hopefully we get that together for next year to make up for that show because it was going to be awesome. It's a good mix. Tech Nine was on that show too. Indeed. People would have, you know,
and that was cool. You got to see him. You got this right before
we left. Yeah.
Exactly. Literally as the van door was sliding, Tech sticks his head in and says, "Guys," and B was like, "Oh shit!" It was perfect timing because that was it. We were on our way out.
Love that guy, man. You know, we've been talking about like doing a tour together for so long, but like, you know, always just conflicts of schedule and things like that. But, you know, at some point we're going to put something together, man, because we keep on running into each other in too many places, and that's my dude right there, and he's one of the dopest to get down.
Definitely.
What's your favorite Tech Nine song, Bolton?
Bring it.
151 Rum.
It's
All right, Bolton.
It's what you're thinking. It's what you're thinking.
Good answer. I mean, he's got a great, like, get down. Like, his flow, ridiculous, man. You could put him in there with anybody. Anybody. And just like, you know, there's only a few hip-hop groups that could snap in and do metal shows, right? And he's definitely one of them. He could be put on a metal bill, and he will not, like, miss a step. So salute to my man, Tech Nine. You know what I'm saying?
Have you guys done a tour together with him?
No, that's what I was just talking about. We always talked about touring, but you pulled an Aton right there.
That was an Aton.
That was an Aton.
That was an Aton.
Let me explain to you.
Tell them what an Aton is. Tell them what it is.
So let's just say the five of us are right here sitting at this table. Let's say Aton is the sixth member at this table, right? The camera, you're Aton right now.
Oh, my God.
We could be talking about a subject, and he'll be here, but he is not present. In other words, he's not really listening. He's not taking in what's being said, but he's catching fragments of it. And after we've talked about it, he'll bring it up. Like, hey, like, so let's just say we're talking about, for example,
taking Tech Nine on the road.
And we're like, yeah, he's dope and this and that. Oh, one time I saw him over here and he killed it over here. And oh, yeah, man, he smokes big weed. And then after we decide to push on from the conversation, Aton will come in. You know what? We should, like, you know, it'd be cool to tour with Tech Nine, huh? You don't. He's like, 5 minutes behind the conversation, or 2 minutes, sometimes a minute. But this is a common thing he doesn't. Bolton just pulled one right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad on that. I found a old photo on Facebook.
Moving right along.
Moving right along.
Yeah, I found a strong photo here on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yep. We got to get him back down here, man.
Awesome.
Murderers Row.
Yep. One of the dopest verbalists and live show entertainers around, man.
He rolling his R's all day.
He rolling. Yeah, he could do it. You could learn from him, Bolton. So apparently you're not learning from us. Sorry. This is one of those that are you tripping off of this can, Sendog?
Yeah, the maximum security penitentiary level 4 can that I don't know how to open.
Oh, you need help opening the can? Let Steph Tone help you out.
Take on the white part.
Yeah. The white tab part.
Pull
Peel
like
it back.
Regular soda.
Peel that cap, son.
Yeah.
Boom.
From
All
the
right.
bottom, push it.
Now
push it away from you.
They do what?
Then slide the other part.
Yeah.
Orale.
Yeah.
I think he's got it.
Just like a jail cell.
All right. Level 4.
Let's check.
What, 20 milligrams in that?
Yep, 20 milligrams.
Oh, my juice.
Is it cold?
It's not so cold, but
Here,
not exactly warm neither.
Here, you want this one?
They're cold.
I'm good. They're good. They're good.
It's not as cold as Sen likes.
82 degrees in here.
Let's
right
see what
now.
that does to me.
Yeah,
They might have been cold 30 minutes ago.
Mind you, there was no alcohol consumed during that drink right there whatsoever.
Yeah, there's no alcohol, but there is an infusion of THC in there. Aaron Rodgers, Sendog, and Trace.
Oops.
Wow, 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 wow.
That's why I don't like just for an aesthetic reason. I don't like watching ball that's played on AstroTurf, especially when it's raining, because I've seen this over and over again. And that turf makes you faster and slicker, and but sometimes it'll catch you and pull you in a wrong way. But
At his age,
it's football. It's football.
At his age, that kind of injury, is he done?
Final season.
I would say no. I'd say he will.
You'd
come
say
back.
no? An Achilles?
I don't think a competitor like him wants that to be his last year.
How old is he?
Almost 40 or something like that.
An Achilles tear, right?
Yeah. Tear of the lower.
He tore it.
That's not easy to come back from, though.
Yeah, but those guys got the best doctors, trainers, workout facilities, the best foods and all that kind of stuff. And he's already been an athlete for a long time, so it'll take forever for one of us to come back for it.
But he will bounce back faster.
I think so. If he still has it in him and he wants it to come back, then he will go through all that and shut all of us up and come back and play ball next year.
I've been watching that kid since he was playing at Cal back in the day up in the Bay. And like you said, Sen, dude's a competitor. Now, when he comes back, he may not be, what he was previous to the injury, but I would.
But you think he'll come back?
Yes, he will attempt a comeback. I promise you, he's gonna have surgery. They're gonna give you X amount of months. He's gonna save for rehab, and he'll be throwing the ball around. Aaron, you'll be hearing about
before the end of this season.
Yes.
Well, look, Paul George came back from like a tibia break, right? He in basketball when he was with the Pacers, I think he got his tibia, like it snapped in a game, and he came back from that. So when you think about the Achilles tear, maybe he can.
I got a rod right down center of my tibia from when I got hit by a car skateboarding.
Ooh.
I had a compound fracture.
Set off metal detectors?
I always kid that it happens, but I got no evidence of that.
But it's a good chance.
But I have definitely I got a 90% chance of getting stopped at the security thing every time. I slide through some, but generally speaking, no.
Are you saying they're profiling you, Steph?
I mean, they want to say hi.
They want let.
It's always random.
Yeah, it's always rando, and when it's always rando, it's not so rando.
That's right.
They randoed B in what city were we
They
in?
sure did rando me.
When the lady, and I'm standing behind B, and she looks at B, opens up his backpack, and goes, marijuana.
Yeah.
But there was nothing there.
There was
so
nothing there.
Nothing there. Like, you can't take me to jail for a smell.
I said, we smoked it. You just want to touch my butt.
That was good.
It did
Real
rando.
talk, man. That's real talk.
The old rando.
The old rando. Rando Calrissian.
That slides you right over here. I need
Nothing
to fill
random
you up.
about it. Nothing.
Yeah. Like, I get hit. Could you step over here, sir? We're random. Like, psst. All right. Cool. Go ahead. Look through my shit.
Lift your shirt.
Because I got nothing.
It's like when they randoed Sen when we flew into Dallas on a Sunday, and he's wearing a Raider jersey flying into Dallas.
That's why they randoed him.
Straight
There wasn't
up.
anything other than that Raider jersey in Dallas.
F them fools. Raider Nation.
I got randoed all the time because I just had every cable in the world in my backpack and a little power transformer when we were overseas. Constantly, I just pulling that thing out all day long.
Looking like the Unabomber.
Yeah. Just cables on cables, and not all neatly rolled up. Just a nest.
Right.
The illest time I ever seen somebody get randomly searched was DJ Muggs. We're coming through the airport, and they pull him aside and they pull me aside in separate lines. But I'm watching him while and the old dude's searching him when Muggs lets go of this big, huge, loud fart right. The man looks at him like,
get your shit and get out of here.
That's effective. That's a good tactic.
It is.
That's an awesome tactic.
DJ Muggs, boy.
DJ Muggs, he was
hard on you.
Oh, you want to search me? Okay, go.
My best time was going into Mexico City one time, and I had 2 Reese's peanut butter cup edibles on the way there. I was blown out. I had no saliva. My eyes was dried up. I'm doing everything I can to not make eye contact with anyone as I'm going through customs there. And I slid out, and in Mexico City, you got to hit the button, get that red or the green light,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, I walked up on that thing. I was all, boom! It was all green. I was like, I'm out. But just parched. Just couldn't wait to drink some water.
Yeah, they'll do a number on you like that. You know what I mean? Edible or smoking it. However, you end up having to get that water, boy.
Well, there was no way I didn't look high.
You sure did.
I just was dried up.
For those that don't know what he's talking about that haven't flown into Mexico, I've always tripped on the button.
The button.
So you get off the aircraft and you kind of walk into what is known as a terminal of some kind. And before you pass through it, it's like literally playing like
the lotto.
Like, yeah, except there's buttons, and you literally sit there and hit it like you're on a game show.
Yep.
And it's either a red or green light. You either go down the green light, go, or red light, come on over
You're
here.
in the green light lane, or fuck me, this is going to be inconvenience.
They had a great laugh with me, too, because I was all, yeah, boom. I slapped it, and it was all green. I was like, I'm out. And they were like, they just started laughing.
Yeah, they treat it like a game show anytime you go through green. Yay!
Yeah, straight up.
That'll cause a commotion for sure in the airport. They'll be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, you're going to get a reaction.
It's the only place like that in the world of all the places I've flown into. It's the only one with the game show button.
Yep.
There's a few others.
Is there?
Yeah.
I haven't been to them. That's
in South America, there's a couple places you go to that they don't have that.
Which, by the way, Cypress Hill will be coming to very shortly.
To Colombia.
Couple of weeks.
Bogotá.
Awesome.
Bogotá. Yeah, we going up there. Gonna be crazy. We haven't been there in a while, but that shit is always bananas. Like the first time we went up there.
Oh yeah.
Went to Medellin. Crazy. Nuts.
Oh, so getting back to Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Did you hear the twist of that whole story?
No.
There was a I don't know if he's a sports reporter, columnist or something. He's got on the internet or whatever. But 2 hours before the game, he made a post on his Twitter that Aaron Rodgers was going to go out today and in the rain on that turf, blah, 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 and tearing Achilles' tendon.
Oh, he called it.
Forecasted it.
2 hours before.
Yeah. Somebody else called it too, didn't they? There was another person that said that. He was.
But what a premonition.
But
it's not
crazy.
a premonition. He manifested it.
Okay, so
that's word. He put word to power, and it happened.
True that.
If I was Aaron Rodgers, I'd be looking for this guy.
That's for real.
Hey, man, you said.
What a dick.
Everybody take that as a lesson. That is the power of the word. This is why people pray.
Yeah.
True that.
Yep.
It happens. It works.
It works. They don't call it spelling for nothing.
Despite the fact the Jets beat the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, the kid came off the bench and took him to the took him to the W.
They got the dub. They got the dub.
Raiders won.
Yeah, Raiders won by a point against.
Hey, winning's winning.
Winning is winning in that league. Yeah, it doesn't matter. By
Niners won.
All right.
It's like the little sports update right here on the show.
Excellent.
It works right now. it happens to work right
We're
now.
talking sports.
We're talking sports.
Howard Cosell, come on.
This is Howard Cosell.
That was the best.
He used to put it on him.
Yeah, the only guy that's kind of like him right now is Stephen A.
Yeah.
The way he projects like his phrases when he's like going off. It's not like Howard Cosell. I want to say that it's like that, but what I'm saying is the way Howard Cosell,
style.
Yeah, the way Howard Cosell had his own style of how he popped off, and gave his opinion. Stephen A. got his own get down of that, and
I see the parallels.
And he's prolific with that in comparison to other people. Like he's the closest to Howard Cosell than anyone else out there, I think.
The only thing like Howard was John Madden. That was the only. That was the only thing I felt like was like the rival to it.
Nah, well, John Madden only did football, right? Where Howard Cosell did everything. Yeah, he was like at the boxing at Muhammad Ali matches. He was
Wild World of Sports.
Wide World of Sports. I think he was doing the NFL for a bit.
Monday Night Football.
Yeah, Howard.
Yeah.
Monday Night Football for many years.
Yeah, I don't know if he ever did baseball. That's the only thing
the World Series.
Just the World Series, probably.
Big games.
With Reggie Jackson and Dodgers, Yankees. That was him.
Yeah, he was a hired assassin. You know what I mean? Like the big game, we're calling Howard.
And you knew it was going to be good.
Yeah,
straight up.
He knew how to call it. He knew how to make a big deal of it.
And he like his voice, his demeanor, it never changed.
Hey, imagine he was
ahead.
around for the UFC fights.
Oh, that'd be wild.
Oh, that would have been wild.
I used to like when he used to do the halftime highlights.
What were you gonna say, son?
That Howard always he did the interviews where he asked the tough questions.
Tough questions.
Yeah, he did.
I would ask,
He didn't.
Muhammad Ali and people like that.
See, when you're
Howard
saying,
would ask
People say you're washed up. How do you respond to that?
it got to be where Muhammad Ali was Howard Cosell was the only person that Ali would talk to before fights.
Yeah, he respected him.
And because he knew that it was the big interview. I just got to do the big interview and the rest I don't have to do. And Howard, he totally respected Howard because Howard had like a great sports mind. Like you said, like a lot of people don't understand. Sen's got a great sports mind.
Sen should be on ESPN.
We talk about trivia all the time, he and I, like in all sports, and he blows me away. I'm not saying that. He truly has, like you say, he should be on some sort of sports talk show because this guy can talk sports like a guy like Howard Cosell.
You weren't going to stump Howard.
No.
Heck no.
No.
No, nobody was going to do that.
This is Howard. I mean, it was the wind up. It was the big whatever he was doing. It was
boxing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
They say you're finished.
Yeah. What is holding him up? You know what I mean? He was wild.
You got a weak chin.
He was the famous Down Goes Frazier. Remember? Down Goes Frazier.
You know who tried to be a cheap version of him was the old man who used to get blitzed, who Mayweather absolutely hated. What was his name?
Oh, when he confronted him in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, because he was drunk most of the fights
I forget what dude's
that he
name
was that he was talking about. You know, it's not Lampley. Lampley was a younger dude. It's what was his name?
Older guy, redhead.
Oh, he wasn't necessarily redhead. He was
Strawberry.
gray.
Yeah.
More gray. You know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Just can't remember his name.
And Mayweather.
Merchant. Larry
Yeah,
Merchant.
there you go. There you go.
It was Larry Merchant.
Larry Merchant.
He tried to come like Howard, but he just no one respected him like that. Maybe his colleagues, but the fighters, because he didn't really do anything but boxing. And I remember Mayweather would just disrespect that dude all the time.
Right in center ring.
Look at this.
Yeah,
It's like, I got no respect for you. You don't ever, give me props on none of my fights. All you do is talk shit.
And his boy right there too, yeah.
He's like, yeah. And Larry Merchant, acted like he ain't never talked shit on Floyd Mayweather, trying to go up there and ask him questions.
Look at his face, yo.
Because he would dog Mayweather, because Mayweather was boxing people as opposed to trying to knock him out.
That's a timeless photo right there.
Yeah. Yeah, Larry Merchant. Not too many. I don't know how many people really got down with him.
Look at Mayweather in his grill.
It's like, you believe this shit?
But then he laughed at him. Look.
He's laughing because he got him open. I got you how I wanted you.
He's like, are you guys hearing this? You ain't nothing but a hating ass bitch. And truth be told, he was. He was always talking head on Mayweather.
Well, his thing, he'd like to ask the tough question, but I don't know, maybe it was the way he always put it was a little bit different.
Well, he always came off like a hater.
Yeah, that's the way it came off.
He didn't come off like he was just asking a tough question.
Right.
But you could see the hater, and that's what I said. After he made that face, he looked back at him, at Mayweather, was laughing at him.
Yeah.
Like he only pretended like he was shocked to hear what he was saying.
I think he was one of the reasons why Mayweather eventually left Showtime boxing or wherever he was. They were wherever that was. He ends up leaving because he don't want this dude calling his fights or having to talk to him.
Wow.
After a while, because he could call his own shots.
Yeah, at that point.
He got that big that he could call his own shots. I don't got to go with this promotion. I could go do my own shit.
That's what Saturdays were for. It was fight night.
Fight night.
Yep.
Yeah, man. But Howard Cosell was the guy. And now, to me, in my opinion, Stephen A's the guy. I don't know how you feel about that, but I think he's the guy.
Had them gold jackets.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pimpish when they had the gold jacket.
The ABC sports jackets.
Yep.
Those are dope. You gotta bring them back.
that meant you hit the big time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you were
field.
it.
Yeah, you were the shit right there.
Excellent.
Go back to the gold jackets, man. Just repimp them. You know what I mean? It's a new day, new era. Just make a new version.
And that patch, just that simple patch.
That ABC.
Yep.
Yeah.
Little white patch.
Yep. Hey,
there's a reason why you get a jacket when you win the Masters.
The story keeps popping up on our paper, so I'll just read it anyway. Elvis's Smith and Wesson revolver has now doubled the estimated price at auction, coming up at almost $200,000. B.
Damn.
Wow. Now, if you were to buy that gun and get it yourself, would you actually shoot it, or would you see how it go work it, or would you just put it up?
We saw a picture of it earlier. It was one of those guns you don't shoot.
I think if the guys that are intending to maybe resell it, because it's like a stock, this thing,
It's an investment.
It's an investment.
Right.
You don't want to shoot.
You don't shoot it. But if you're the guy that doesn't give a shit, you're just a fan of Elvis and you're not going to resell that gun and you want to see if it really works because it looks so cool. Yeah, some bozos might shoot it.
Now, is that the gun that he shot the TV with?
No. What gun I think that is, if you go back, see that emblem? I think that's the gun that Nixon gave him.
Yeah, it's one of those.
It's like a gift.
Yeah, it's a gift gun. It's more a gesture.
Right.
But Elvis had like some real guns. This old shit he wouldn't have used. He probably
hell of a gesture though. If you're getting a pistol from the president.
Well, he got a badge too.
Yeah.
He got a badge and a pistol.
The king.
Yeah, the king. I tell you, one trip out. Secret Agent Elvis on Netflix.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that.
It's an animated short series. It's fucking hilarious. Matthew McConaughey does the voiceover for Elvis. It's hilarious.
What are the chances Elvis was a secret agent? I mean, look at all the things he did, where he went.
Hey, anything's possible.
And he suffered, he was suffering in the end from abuse. I mean, he was abusing all the bad stuff. He was trying to cover up that pain of a life nobody knew.
Or he was just a rock star partying.
No, he was covering pain for sure. There's no doubt about that. He was going through some shit.
His personal life wasn't.
Yeah, his personal life was in shambles, and he didn't make it any easier.
It's like homie that did the Gong Show. He was an agent.
That's what he claims.
Ralph Barrett.
He claimed that.
Chuck Barris.
Chuck Barris. Yeah. He claimed that.
Yeah.
But nobody ever verified or denied.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
When no one verifies nor denies, you got to think maybe. Hey,
because if it wasn't, they would just say absolutely not.
Absolutely not. There's no truth to this.
Right.
I mean, what about Pross from Fugees?
I mean that was everywhere. I mean, they're saying the things they said. Hey, that's like right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Could be.
One thing's for sure, there's way more of them than you know.
Yeah.
True that. When you get into the politics, man, it's a different game.
This was the gun that Nixon gave to
Look at that.
Oh, so
Elvis.
that's a whole different gun.
It's a Colt 45.
Oh, he shot this. I would have.
came
That
from
one
around.
I would shoot.
Can't shoot those rounds though.
They're probably like
There's no rounds.
silver
in there.
bullets right there on the bottom.
Yeah, there is.
Are those rounds?
Yeah, those are bullets.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, they are.
Those
Yeah.
are shells. 45 shells.
I wouldn't shoot those bullets, but I would shoot the gun. Why not?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying not those rounds.
Not those rounds. Yeah.
That is a very nice pistola.
It's a very nice pistola. Excellent. Probably at Graceland. Chilling. Look at the King's hand cannon. You didn't want to creep up on the king.
I saw a little while ago that they were restoring his the plane. They found it in a plane graveyard down in Arizona, and
thrashed.
Yeah, completely thrashed, and like you could barely see on the tail where it said TCB and all that. But the inside, they went through it, and it was like all this like pink velvet interior, and like all sun
rock
faded.
starring it all the way.
Yeah,
through.
man. So now they're restoring the entire plane back to day one. And they want to do private charters on it. It's actually a pretty good idea, and people can fly on chartered planes.
There it is, right there.
Yeah, there.
Beery found it.
Look at the interior in that thing.
Look at that. That's pretty plush, though. In the 70s, that would have been like, or how,
Oh,
when was it?
Yeah, I would say
70s?
70s.
yeah.
That's pretty plush fucking plane right
And
there.
that jet was state of the art at the time for
At
sure.
the time, yeah.
Look at it just hammered down there in the sun.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
If that plane could talk.
Oh,
Yeah, if that plane could talk, it'd tell you how many pills.
Everybody was strapped back in the days.
Yeah.
Is that the one that he bailed out and then never toured in it, or like the?
I don't know how it
Something like
became
that.
abandoned.
I think he obviously used it in the States, but, he never did no touring in Europe.
Nope.
And so, yeah, he probably used that to get around the United States.
And back then, you could check your gun in the bag.
All that.
Flights, nobody's even caring. Like,
Nobody was checking.
yeah.
Smoke cigarettes, whatever you want on an
Oh, yeah.
airplane.
Smoking cigarettes on a flight. I
Smoking
remember that.
at
Yeah.
the terminal,
Yeah.
at the bar.
We were talking about it the other day when we were sitting there at the gate. Remember back in the day when, like, if your relatives brought you to the airport, they would bring you to the gate.
Yep.
Or if they were picking you up, they would be waiting literally as you got off the plane. They're just standing right there.
Hug you before you walk down the aisle
Yeah.
down to the plane.
Now that you're calling them, they're waiting out at a passenger pickup, and everybody's yelling.
Getting harassed by parking control.
How about this? Jang Jog in our Psycho Ward over here on Twitch says, how does Elvis's plane get lost? Like, how did they lose a plane?
It's true. Like, how did it ended up down abandoned in some Arizona desert? I mean, it was at an airport, but a bunch of abandoned planes. Like, no one said.
Could have been in one of these guys' hangar, and they lost the hangar, and they had to just send that plane out, and a state didn't really give a damn.
Pushed
about
it outside. And
I don't know.
Where were we? We were in Germany. Remember all those abandoned jets then? Remember when we flew by? There was all those jets to the right in that hangar that were just sitting out there with the weeds growing up around them?
Yeah.
I guess they get outdated and you can't, it just, no longer makes sense to repair them and stuff like that. And that's probably the case with that one right there.
Yeah.
When he ended, that was probably the end of it. The maintenance was down on it. Like, people don't realize what it takes to keep those in the air. So that's probably the case, but it's sad that it ended up down there just, but it's nice that somebody, grabbed it and is going to do something with it.
Word.
Oh, I'd like to fly it in at one time.
For sure.
If they get it cracking properly. Bud from the Insane Asylum, which is on YouTube, which is our live chat. The Psycho Ward is our live chat over on Twitch, which we will be in the mix after this. The Dr. Greenthumb Mix Show, Psycho Les and myself, we're going to be popping off a mix right here on Twitch. B_Real TV is the place. Yes, we have 4 platforms popping off right now at the same time. So, we're cross-referencing right now. But if you should want to come check us in the mix, and you got a BeReal TV membership, which is a membership at www.bereal.tv, you can watch the mix there. If you are not a member, become a member. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not a follower on our Twitch, become a follower there or whatever. Subscribe. Get down with us and check out these mixes, because we're going to pop them off, very soon. So come get down with us. And right now, if you haven't smashed that like, smash it. If you're not subscribing yet, subscribe. Sign into your account and subscribe to BeReal TV. Everybody's doing it. It's the highest show in the world. Crack that all notification bell, and you can get down with all the content we be dropping. Sometimes YouTube fronts on us and doesn't notify you when we're live, but the way you can combat that is just always look in your subscription spot, and it'll show you that we are live if it doesn't pop up on your suggestions or whatever, the way that it's supposed to. Because sometimes, we get flexed on over here because of the content, I guess. I don't know. But anyways.
It's the algorithm.
Yeah.
It knows I watch the show daily, or at least have it on, and I'm listening if I'm doing something. And all I got to do is just turn my YouTube on at that time of day, and it's first thing that comes up.
It should be.
Yeah.
But when they're messing with us, you got to look into your subscription.
Yeah, when I don't see it, I go to my subscriptions to confirm that it's not there.
Right.
See, that's what I have to do on mine. Mine is kind of doing what you're saying, B. I got to actually go into my subscriptions and pull it up.
Yeah.
Where I have it set for notifications, and it should be right there. So sometimes sometimes it's happened, but sometimes you got to go get it.
Sometimes they front on us. All right, look, we're about to go and do this, but before we do, Motalada, which is on the table right now, is Blaze Mota's ready-to-drink cannabis-infused michelada, made with non-alcoholic Mexican lager, tomato, lime, and spices. No mix needed. 20 milligrams of THC per 16-ounce can. It's Michi time.
Chichelada.
Blaze Mota is a line of cannabis products celebrating the proud traditions of the Chicano culture that have shaped our great city in Los Angeles. Blaze Mota es hecho en Los Angeles for the world to enjoy. Enjoy it. Said Dog's enjoying it right now.
Awesome. Yes, I am.
See, I open it up. Bam. It's right there on the top.
Boom.
It's always the first.
All right, good. That means we're not flagged yet. Thank you so much. And now it is that time.
And I'm an hour in. Like, it knows an hour later, like, 'cause I'll be watching the whole show. It's like, oh, you got to still see this. It ain't over yet.
Word. And here's for my other transgressions right here.
Salud.
time for submission. Time for submission.
Ah.
Time for submission. Time for submission. Time for submission. Time for submission. Time for submission.
Mitches.
All right, and shout out to Snacks, and shout out to Myra last night for tuning in to Tony A because she even shouted out Snacks last night.
Yeah, he asked me, why does Bolton always shout out Snacks? Hey, I'm like, all right, I don't know, he does. There he goes, because he's so pimping. Look at him.
It is pimping.
He's pimping, son.
How you doing?
That LAFC splash.
You got to bring him out to one of the games and like let him fly around the field. You know,
He works at the games. What are you talking about? He flies around the field. He's the guy.
Oh, is he already out there?
Yeah, he's the star. That's why he's flexing.
And like, did he land on your shoulder or something? Like, do you go out there, B, with your
Nah,
little-
he acts like he don't know us over there. So
Oh, he's that kind of.
he's one of them guys. Yep.
Don't know nobody.
He don't know anybody.
All right, first submission, Sendug, please do not kill me with this one. We got this sent in from the Insane Asylum, wondering if this is your favorite camera pose.
Aye.
Oh my.
Damn.
Get chulo.
Damn. That's big S for sexy right there.
They told me to stand like that.
Yeah.
Okay, Sen. Needed you to put your arm up and hook your fingers around the chain link fence and look at me like I'm lunch.
Just gaze into the sun.
That was 100 years ago, man.
Wow.
That's a good one, man.
I think that would look good on a shirt.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it ain't so funny anymore, huh?
That'd be a shirt right there, bro.
Shirt. Yeah. Anyway, the next shirt.
That's a good picture, though. It'll backfire on you. You'd be like, they'd be like, damn, look at Sam.
That will be available at merch at the stands on all tours moving forward.
You could make that shirt yourself.
Sendog's making the calendar. That's the cover right there, dog.
That's December.
That's December right
Man. Got quiet over there, Sonny. Got
Yeah.
I was
quiet.
trying to think of a comeback right there.
More than one reason. Yeah.
Right, next.
All right, next up in here, let's see. We got Bart's Barbecue up in here, and he's showing off some beef rib top burgers.
I gotta tell you brought in some beef ribs yesterday. Oh my God.
Flintstone
That's-
burger.
Come on, Bart. Fucking ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
I love his flex, though, because it's still got the bone in it.
It is a great flex. I gotta tell you, but come on, mate.
That's serious.
Flintstone burger.
Yeah.
I eat the
Brontosaurus burger.
I eat the fuck out of that thing.
I know you would. I probably would too, but come on, mate.
Bobo would polish that bone like it would be shiny, like made of lacquer.
They call him Marrow, son.
Yeah, that
One of his other nicknames that y'all don't know, for Bobo, they call him Marrow.
he can shine a chicken
He
bone.
would take it down to the marrows.
Man, that bone would be so shiny, bro. There's nothing left on that thing. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Damn, what's he doing with all those parts that nobody eats?
Oh, he sits there.
Yep.
Chunking.
Mr. Marrow.
Straight up.
I'm Marrow. Bone Marrow. Next.
And we got the, what do you guys think of the bacon cinnamon rolls?
I think that's pretty torturous of you to show us this right now.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
No way that's
Might
not
be good.
delicious.
Yeah, that's a few of my favorite things right there, all rolled into one. Yeah.
Bring it.
Like breakfast.
Mm.
I would try it.
I would.
A piece of it. I don't know if I'd eat the whole damn thing.
It definitely would be better with that breakfast. Have that egg in there with it, egg and bacon.
You're not
Been-
wrong on that.
Little omelet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bring it.
And we got a Sugar Shane up in here with a little bacon and hash brown stuffed omelet.
Oh, sweet.
Got some cheddar cheese and jalapeno smoked sausage.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. It's a
Bring
good
it.
omelet, too.
Yeah, I make some good omelets. You know,
Make some good omelets.
spinach and
Yeah.
green peppers and onions and
That's a good omelet.
All that good stuff.
That's all the good shit right there, son.
Should have like a cooking show, Les.
I must agree.
Cooking with Les.
One day.
All right, we got this sent in by Eric Bobo. We got Trace hitting the Stunding glass.
Oh boy.
Oh, this guy.
Are you okay? Flip it again.
You had a night, Tracy Eddie.
Welcome to the club, Tracy.
Oh my God.
Oh man, you doing dirty old flower in there?
He narrated that.
That was Bobo.
You want to get high? I'm topping out. You want to get high? I'm topping out.
Keep going. No,
Go ahead.
no.
One more. Clear it.
I'm never allowed to
Clear
talk
that
about
shit.
Fucked up.
Wow.
Torture.
Wow.
And a shirt. You know what I mean?
At all. Okay. All right. Who needs a large?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Who needs a large?
You were home for a couple of weeks, right? Or 10 days?
Yeah.
I got a little rush order going.
Rush order. So that's latest thing on the site.
That's the hottest thing on the internet right now.
Okay.
Order sizes. We have female sizes too.
All right.
You know.
Wow.
Mike
That's
G,
great.
everybody.
Great.
They're hot in Bogota right now.
Yep. Shots have been fired, but I know Trace ain't going out like that. But
That's a fact. That's a fact. All of you have all been put on notice. That's all I'm saying. Sen over there posing on the cyclone fence. Yeah.
I was 25 years old, man. In that picture.
Yep. I got a few pictures of B too. That's cool. No problem.
All good.
No problem.
And we got Karina and Franco up in here showing off the 2005 Subaru Legacy GT. This is the before picture.
Look at that. Look at that.
And here's what they did to it.
Look at that.
Yeah, nice. Is that a wagon?
Yep.
I'm a wagon guy. I love wagons.
Wagons are tight, some of
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Not all of them, but some of them are pretty tight.
Like that Benz wagon I showed you in
Benz
Germany.
wagon is sick.
Oh, only available in Germany.
That that Porsche wagon.
That one too.
That one's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
And let's see here. We got Kale up in here. He actually just sent this in. He's saying, Sendog, how is it by Biohazard featuring Sendog is a killer track. Sendog, your voice goes so good with hardcore music. I got a Biohazard tattoo from that album.
Word up.
Awesome.
Well, that's the first band that ever let me record with them outside of Cypress Hill or any metal band that I was ever involved with. They were the ones that brought me in and kind of showed me the ropes a little bit on the get down, and I took it from there and learned as much as I could on my own. But yeah, DFL, Down for Life, you know it.
Let them know what you got coming out.
Oh, after so many years, Power Flow has a new album that'll be coming out next year with a single or two coming at the end of this year. But we're back in the mix. We're back in the studio, and we've got an album piece done and ready to do it again.
That's some good metal right there, I gotta tell you.
Yeah.
They were rocking y'all on liquid metal left and right on Sirius XM satellite. I was hearing y'all shit up there.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm glad we got Jose Mang in there.
Salute.
Jose.
We got to get Jose on the table.
Yeah. Jose
We're going to invite him down here one of these times.
That's a cool dude right there.
Yeah, he's a great dude.
Yeah.
Salute.
Yeah, and
hey, you know what? Let's ask our good folks, anybody with an Instagram account, hit Jose Mang and tell him much love from the Dr. Greenthumb show. We want to see you at the table. Tag all of us so we know you did it. All right, I dare you right now. Go.
Dare you.
Dare you.
Big up, Jose.
Yeah. I always brag on his tacos. I got to have he made tacos one night and had a little party at his place, and they were actually incredible tacos.
Excellent. I'll never forget Family Feuds. A name that starts with H. Jose.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
It's hard.
That's a good one. Jose. All right. Next.
And we got Dante sent this in saying an old pic of some Cypress boys.
Oh, shit. That's us. Okay, so Mellow Mayonnaise is at the left. If you're looking at the screen, he's all the way left. Beneath him is DJ Muggs. Who's that up top? I can't see that picture really well.
Snorri.
I don't know who that is. All right, go back out. Sendog is to the right. Tone Loc is to his right. That's Brett Bolden down there, I think, in the middle.
No, that's
wait.
DJ M-Walk.
That's DJ M-Walk, actually, yeah. Damn. Awesome. I'm not even in that pic. This is when I'm gangbanging, and these guys are trying to get me into the studio. That's crazy.
And that was actually the night that Capitol Records saw Mellow Mayonnaise perform and decided to sign him off of that show. That
was celebrating.
Yeah, that was before the set at San Diego State.
Oh.
Yeah, and
yeah, that's right.
We performed the show. The headliner was Tila Rock.
That's right. I was there with you guys.
It's yours. Oh shit.
Yeah, I think they had you know who else was there? Because he's Tila Rock's little brother was Craig Nice.
Greg Nice.
Greg Nice. Yeah, Greg Nice was there, and we met him all the way back then.
Right.
This was before we were Cypress Hill. No, I mean we hadn't even come up with the name yet. We were still like DVX or some shit like that. I was banging. I don't think we were anything yet, right? At that time.
Yeah, at that time, guys were, Mello was trying to do his thing, and that things were up in the air as far as you and I and as our futures would go. So, yeah, that was during them days. That was pre-Cypress for sure.
We got DJ Cat up in here saying Cypress Hill put on a hype performance at the Miracle in Mundelein.
Well, thank you.
Awesome.
Yes, Mundelein was cool. Cool ass stoners out there, man. You know what I'm saying? It was a vibe.
And you guys made history that day.
And how was this?
The historic event that took place was the first legal consumption event in the state of Illinois.
Dope.
Congratulations, Cypress Hill.
Oh yeah.
Salute, Illinois.
First legal one.
Yeah, that was like the first consumption and sale event with music in Illinois.
And man, they hooked it up. We walked into the dressing room and
yeah, they were cool, man. Salute to my man Ben Culver over there. Yeah. He works for a company called Greenthumb Industries. It's not related to ours, but they are in the cannabis lane. So salute to my man Ben for inviting us out and putting that together, because it was dope, man.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a good vibe.
It was a great celebration.
I mean, that's the best thing when you walk in a green room and it's all hooked up.
And it's really green. And it's really green.
It's like, yes, and it's really green. It was green. I mean, the reason that Stundin Glass was there was because they brought it. They didn't know that we're experts with it.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? That we only rock concentrates because...
That should be on the writer.
You know what I'm saying? But Tracy Eddy got baptized in the flower.
Mm-hmm.
And let me ask you this. Two things.
Okay.
One, how did it taste to you, right, after the first, second, third, fourth hit? And then, how did it feel after?
To answer your first question, what did it taste like? The first flip hit is definitely not like the same as into your third, fourth, and fifth. It gets a little. You use the word like stale, but I use the word flat. It gets like flat. It's
flat.
Yeah, and it's just so it kind of becomes non-existent as flavor, and where it just kind of like, and then the after thing. I'm not really a bong guy. I'll use the term earlier in my stoner career, but not so much now. Now I like to enjoy a joint and that type of thing. So it was kind of like taking bong rips times 10. So if you're not a bong guy, this is probably not for you. And I'm not really a bong guy, but man, I'll tell you, you get lit off that thing.
It was too aggressive for you.
You guys were flipping before the show?
No, he did.
Oh, yeah, I did. Which I usually don't like to do. As of late, I'll smoke a joint an hour or two before the show, but like right up to that, I don't smoke. And then once they're on stage, and I can sit back and I'll smoke a joint. But like leading up to it, but that thing had me.
That had you faded.
Lit.
Yeah.
I smoke right up until the show, about like maybe 30 minutes before.
That's good. There's nothing wrong with that at all. All right.
That way when you hit the stage, I'm just like,
yeah, smoking joints, but
you're in
that's different.
You're in the zone at that point.
Yep.
All right, next.
We got a DJ Cat up in here saying, yo, shout to Big Sen Dog for the Mundelein show as well.
That's right.
Yes, man. Thank you. Thank you. Great audience that night. People was in the house. They were responding well. So, it's all about that, entertainment and response type of thing. So, big shout out to everybody out there.
So that song still bangs out so hard right now, man.
I got that joint on 45.
Yeah.
I play it at the parties. It always rocks.
It's got a groove, man.
Yeah.
One thing about landing in Chicago, though, it is the home of the memorabilia hawks.
Yeah.
Like the hawkers out with the autograph signing stuff. It is over the top in the city of Chicago.
All right, let me make an announcement now that you bring that up. So the folks that show up at our gate, y'all ain't supposed to have that information on what gate we arrive at. I mean, yeah, to find us at the luggage spot for sure, at baggage claim, that happens. But, we know you're buying our information. So from here on, when I see y'all at our gate, I'm not signing a thing.
Shit on them.
I mean,
until you tell us where you're getting this information from.
And
unless you're going to do that, I'm not going to sign anything. You could pass that along.
And in all fairness to my guys right here, these guys will sign autographs for fans till there are no more fans to be signed. That's these guys. But what's happening is that these guys, Steph, this weekend, I'm not lying, dude showed up with poster boards this big, taped with 12 glossies of the same picture,
lead into your mic,
front and back to be signed. And it's like, bro, these aren't fans right here. These are eBay item guys.
Steph has dealt with that.
I mean,
exactly. You've seen the blue penners, those. That's eBay. So.
And it's so out of control now. So now B's got his Funko dolls out, it's nuts.
And to add to that, real quickly, because we got to move on. There's a group of them that they'll go to our gate, and then they'll act like they'll run to baggage claim and get their second pieces, try to get their second pieces signed, like we don't recognize that we just saw you at the gate. And then they'll show up outside of our hotel waiting with more shit. And it's the same folks. It's not like it's a different group of people.
Well, yeah.
It's the same folks. And it's like, hey,
so that's no more.
Till you tell us.
So that's no more.
Where you're getting our information from, that's no more.
Right. And like I said, these guys will sign an autograph for a fan, sign a T-shirt and that. But when you pull up with a stack of the same albums to be signed, and I mean, guys, come on.
Show up with a different color marker.
Right.
It's blue. Not going to do it.
It's burnt.
All right. Moving on. Next.
I will add a suggestion, though, to those people.
Bust it.
Tip your artists. Roll up. When you roll up, break them off a little something.
Thank you.
They couldn't they couldn't pay me enough. I don't want their money.
Just break them off a little something.
I just don't like the fact that someone's out there selling our information, like our travel information. Whatever airline we come in or go out, they know it. And that's called the fucking data leak. And they're buying that information from someone who has relationships with people within the airport in all the airlines and all that stuff.
But they probably know where you're coming from.
I mean, it's
California,
but you got,
so they know where California
yes, but
is
to show up at your gate, you're buying that information because you got to guess which flight we're coming off of. So what they do is probably buy the cheapest ticket and wait and just see.
A refundable ticket.
Yeah, refundable ticket. They're waiting outside the gate where a flight from, they'll look at the website and see where we're coming from, like what was the show before that, or if we're coming from Los Angeles, it's 2 gates they got to guess from.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? They're doing that though, Les. We've encountered this like several times already in this year, right? Am I wrong over here?
It's a standard practice nowadays.
Yeah, it's becoming normal, but that's like a data leak that's happening.
Well, what's happening is a hot item is the new, the anniversary edition Black Sunday album. So they're coming with stacks of those. The Funko doll is a big hit with the Dr. Greenthumb. They're having B sign that, but what they're doing is they're showing up with, a case of these dolls to be signed, and the difference is, the doll's a $7 item, but when it's signed, it's $127. Yeah. Well, when you do a case of 15, I just made this guy $2,000 on this. Like you said, the numbers don't work here, guys.
Yeah,
and it's at the airport. It's out in front of the hotel. Like I said, this isn't a fan that stood out in front and has been waiting for their T-shirt to get signed.
No, it's a different group. It's not.
We know who they are.
Yeah,
right. I'm with Steph. Show up with some some bread.
Less can be bought, ladies and gentlemen.
Nah, you ain't gonna buy me, but you gonna
what do you
have
want?
to pay.
What do you want me signed?
You got to break it off. All right, look, we got to move on next.
We got Charlie Tune-Up, and you're saying my homies are opening for another big show with the legendary, is it Brujeria?
Brujeria.
Mars.
No. Let's try it again. Brujeria.
Ria.
That was almost close.
Yeah.
Brujeria. Put it all together.
Brujeria.
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 Ria.
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 I'll practice on the drive home.
Brujeria. All right, whatever. That's
not that
the best you're going to get today. All right.
I see some other bands there that I recognize, like Piñata Protest.
No mas.
Yep. We did some shows with those guys and Brujeria also. I can't see the bottom right corner, but I recognize Piñata Protest. What's up, fellas? All right.
Oh, yeah.
Word up.
We got a Fernando in here. I believe he messaged you last night on the Tony A podcast. He's saying, here's July 2012 Cypress Hill and Sublime with Rome in South Lake Tahoe.
Boom, boom.
Awesome. There he is up in the crowd.
There he goes.
Yeah.
Feeling it.
There he goes.
He's saying Julio G was on the 1s and 2s at the time.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He was like, hey, could you come back to Sacto? And when you come back, could you bring Julio G? Not a bad request.
Bring it.
Julio G.
Salute to Julio G.
What's up with G? Where he been?
He's at the crib. He was feeling under the weather, so he's just chilling.
All right.
We got our boy Ruben up in here showing off some bud on the BeReal.tv members page.
Nice. Some nice nugs.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it.
What are you guys smoking today?
Who's smoking what?
What are you guys smoking on today?
I don't know what I'm smoking today, man.
That good.
Yeah, whatever B gave me, that's
none of us know today. Maybe Aton knows. Ask Aton, what are we smoking today?
We got Adrian up in here saying, hope it cools down soon so I can break out the 89 GT Performer.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And he's asking the table, what kind of bikes did y'all have back in the day?
I had a Chrome Performer.
Yeah.
Different wheels, but I do like those wheels. I like me some old Skyway wheels.
Yeah. I had a ill mongoose I bagged once, but it was ill chromed out, blue rims and everything, pegged out. Dope.
I started on a mongoose as well, and then ended up racing actually on an FMF.
Nice.
So I was into them. Yeah.
Insane Crippy. What's that?
Oh, we're smoking.
Oh,
Look at this
okay.
dumbass's helmet. Did you see that?
Yeah, he's still got it on.
Guy's walking around the studio.
The helmet says he likes to party, but it doesn't say what party he's at, though. You know what I mean?
It's not clear which party this is.
Blue Oyster.
Yeah, I was on the Mongoose for a bit and a GT.
Mongoose was like the one that every kid at one point had to have pretty much.
Mongoose is a staple in BMX.
Yeah, it's the small block Chevy of BMX.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't have anything that cool, but the cool kids at my school had the Schwinn Scrambler.
Oh yeah, I remember the Scrambler.
Yeah, that was a hot bike on the street.
Mongoose, Redline,
Yeah.
GT,
Torker,
Cook
Haro,
Brothers.
Haro,
PK Ripper.
Mm-hmm.
SE, Hutch,
Yeah.
Had Moto Mags on it.
all them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What was the rims that was like? They were like the tough wheels, but they had the spokes on them.
Araya.
No, that was the alloy.
Oh, that was the alloy ones. Yeah.
What were those rims
Wow, you're
called?
throwing.
You know what I'm talking about.
I don't remember.
But what we're talking about,
They were hella flex.
is
Like people
vintage. We're talking like vintage 1970s BMX. But the funny thing about it is that there's this whole culture right now
Skyway
of guys like our age that are restoring those bikes.
Oh yeah, hey, check this out. Like
Some dope bikes.
I just did a video for a song we did with the LAFC, and guys like that, like they had bikes that they put together with the bigger frames, some on 26-inch wheels, some on 29. But like dirt bike shit, like
Nice.
you know, the old school things that we used to ride, but bigger frames, because some of them are taller dudes. And
SE Racing, baby. They got all sizes. Them big bikes all the way down to the little 20-inchers.
yeah,
Them all.
yeah, it was, I rode for a bit.
I got a Dave Mirra Pro model.
Here's a Schwinn Scrambler.
Look at that old thing.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's the kind of bike back in the days where you went off a jump, you didn't really pay too much to the maintenance of your bike. Your front wheel might go flying off.
Yeah. Or your handlebars.
Or your
might
handlebars.
come forward on you and shit.
The whole neck just pops out.
Yeah.
Me and my boys.
That's not a very cool one, I might add, too. That was that was the bare bones scrabbler. Like,
On those bikes right there, me and my boys would like travel to different cities on those bikes. We would just get on those bikes and ride, man. Like end up in places like if our parents knew we were that.
Oh, yeah. We rode all the way across the city where it was. You were in the county.
Yeah.
And next up in here, we got Sarah saying, yo, shout to Psycho Les and the 5150s at
Yup.
Beats and Beers.
No doubt. Saturday, word. It was popping. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. It was dope.
Awesome. And we got our boy Jeff up in here showing off some, what is this, Candy Kush number 5. What do you guys think?
Number 5.
That looks pretty good. Looks pretty candy, man.
Candy.
Candy, just like candy.
A lot of trichomes on that.
Only thing that sucks about this, and I'm sure you guys would agree, is, you know, weed looks good, right? But on the list of things that makes that weed qualify as good, it's not the looks. That's just what gets you interested.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the effect, the smell and taste.
Being able to taste it.
Yep.
And does it hit?
Yep. You got to taste it. It don't taste right. It could look great all day.
Damn shame.
Yeah, it's a rare combination when it's all of them. You know what I mean? The looks, the flavor, the smell,
and the effect.
That's a rare one.
Yeah.
And we have the luxury of using these beautiful glass tips now, which will give us that experience damn near to the last drop.
That's real.
That's real talk.
Only way to smoke.
Only way.
Only way to smoke.
Elevate you.
Trying to tell people.
You can get these Funky Field tips at funkyfieldtips.com. You know what I'm saying? Check them out if you ain't.
I got a Black Sunday tip right here, which is dope. These were the commemorative for the Black Sunday album, done in the 14 karat gold emblem on them. It's a nice piece right here. Love smoking out of a $40 piece.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice.
And that seems to be it.
All right. Thank you very much for your submissions. Keep them coming to brealtvcontest at gmail.com, and we will put them on. Now it is time for us to open up the doors to the Insane Asylum. But if you have not hit that like yet, hit it. Know what I mean? Sign in, hit it, subscribe, get down with us right here. The Dr. Greenthumb Show, Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 Eastern. Live on YouTube, Twitch, Discord, and the home site, www.breal.tv. All right? Come get down with us. Now we open the doors to the Insane Asylum, and if you got a comment, question, shout out, suggestion, the floor is open.
Welcome to the Insane Asylum.
All right, let's do this. We got Crazy Maine up in here asking Send Dog, what's the worst airport you've ever been in?
That's a good one. I say at the I'd say at the time, you know, where it was at and everything, it's LAX, no problem.
Yep.
Yeah.
Really?
I'll have to agree.
That or
Shit show.
Heathrow.
It's a shit show.
Oh, you know what? The ultimate.
Heathrow's a lot of walking, right? But I mean, it's not as cramped and I don't know, just condenses. I think LAX is
what it is.
or
They're
was.
doing so much work at LAX right now, and when they're done, it's going to be great and awesome. But right now, it is a clusterfuck. You know what I mean? So that's why it's so shitty right now down there.
Every international airport in Moscow.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Crazy. It's crazy
It's
in there.
nuts. Yeah.
Not even modern or nothing.
You know, like I used to like going there, but I always felt unsettled in the airport because you know you got to think any American in there, they're listening to everything you're saying.
Right.
Everything. They're focused on you.
I don't remember the airport we were at, and we were leaving one night, and it was 2, 3 in the morning. The airport's packed. There's thousands of people here. They're all just walking around. Like we literally were in a line at one point that was just going in a circle. It actually didn't have a destination, and nobody stopped it. Like they just kept doing it. I was like, what happened?
Yeah, crazy. All right.
It was a miracle we got out that night, literally.
And shout out to Revamped Wrestling. Thank you so much for your super chat. And we got Original up in here saying, Send Dog rocking that Greenspans. Real ones know.
Yeah, big up Greenspans. We were over there today picking up the collaboration with Pendleton that they did.
How are those?
They're pretty fresh. They're actually real fresh.
Instant collectors.
Yeah, instant collectors. So we called Evan from the road and told him we were on the road and that we were gonna come in on Tuesday and pick them up. So we left a little bit early just to get down to Greenspan.
Hanging out with this guy is expensive right here. Let me tell you. I grabbed a couple. What he's talking about is Pendleton did a collaboration with Greenspans, 95th anniversary edition, and it's just this one Pendleton. So it's super collectible, super dope. The label's different, the whole thing. Really nice piece. So he held a couple of them for us, and we went down and grabbed them today. I grabbed the long sleeve and the short sleeve. Player shit when you're riding on bikes. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I hear that.
Yeah.
Put your vest over it.
For
if you
sure.
got one, yeah.
For sure.
Excellent.
And we got the New Jersey director asking the table, what's the most edibles you've ever had in one sitting and what happened?
I'm gonna say when I was doing Bon Appetit, because that show was us having to judge food that was infused by these great chefs.
Went hard.
And so, like, every day while we were filming that show, we were going hard. So, like, we were eating a little bit of every dish. It would lead up to a meal and a half, pretty much, and then the desserts from every chef. So it was during that show, and I'd be so goddamn stoned by the time I got home. And when it was time to go to the restroom, when I did my business, it smelled like cannabis. That's how much THC we were intaking. I even asked them. I said, "Hey, when you went to the restroom, did it smell like weed?" And they were like, "That's crazy." Yeah,
that's true.
And it, because we were taking in so much from, because some of these folks had never infused cannabis into meals. So some of them were heavy-handed, putting a lot of THC in some of the things. Very heavy-handed. So we were getting splashed so hard that the shizzy smelled like the whizzy, son.
Smoke that shit.
I'm gonna say though, in cannabis, the people that consume edibles regularly are not the same people that consume the flower, as they are not the people that consume dabs. Like that's completely different crowds.
It is different. Two different extremes.
Two different highs completely too.
Yep.
They're similar, but
I mean,
one is just more intense, faster.
The edible to me feels like I have an elephant sitting on my chest.
Edible is the one that is full body drag you down.
That's the creep up. I'm choking you out, and then you're going down.
You could
eyelids.
You could cancel
Biting.
your day quickly with some edibles.
With the wrong edibles or too much milligrams, if you don't watch out, it's gonna put you in a sleeper. For sure. For some, it'll just give you the laughs. Like you're gonna be watching something and just laughing your ass off if that's what you're doing. If you're watching TV or a movie or you're around people that are, it's like it's a bunch of commentary. You're just gonna be laughing your ass off.
I'll take like 1,000 milligrams though to get on a plane. I don't, whatever.
Yeah, you're gonna be knocked out.
Oh, sleeping like a champ.
Like a champ.
Knocked, son.
Wake me when we get there.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, next.
And we got Ben Garcia up in here saying, insane how I've watched since the conception of Be Real TV. They're all good episodes. Appreciate y'all for the laughs, news, good conversations, suggestions, and really great advice. Good looking out.
Thank you, sir. Much love for being here from day one.
That's what that shirt needs right there. 1,000 milligrams.
1,000 milligrams. Caption, 1,000 milligrams.
It's not funny stuff.
It would make sense.
And we got Marbella up in here saying next single is called No Rest for Colton featuring Send Dog and Real Chill, a.k.a. C Real.
Oh, my God.
He's saying music video at Sen's crib. Trace is my manager. Everyone is invited except for Colton.
Oh, man. He went deep.
Wow. Did you just say Real Chill?
He's called, yeah. Yeah, he's used Real Chill.
How do they know that?
I mentioned it in an interview somewhere.
Word.
We got Megan up in here asking, hey guys, have any of you ever been on a bill with Slayer?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have. We did. We did the, I forget what the name of the tour was, but it was in Australia, wasn't it? And,
was it?
Yeah, I think in 2013 we were on the same tour together in Australia, maybe amongst other places.
Yeah. I think we've done a few shows, a few festivals, plays with them, the metal ones. And then there was a couple we played with them when I was doing Prophets of Rage. We played a couple festivals with them there. Boom, there it is, Soundwave.
We did the 99 Ozfest, and we had to play right after them.
Oh, that's crazy.
We did that whole tour right after them.
We got lucky. We played right before them.
The best part about that was knowing that it's all good. It doesn't matter. You can go out there, just do whatever you want.
Just do what you got to do.
If someone's watching, all right, good.
Yeah, it's a hard band to follow.
Yeah, you don't just follow Slayer.
It's like Rage Against the Machine, you know.
You
like
don't just follow Rage.
Trying to follow them is tough.
You don't follow the Chili Peppers.
Yeah, that would be tough, even though I have my reservations about that. All right, next.
And we got AJ Sense saying salute to the show and shout out to Tech9. He's one of my top 5 favorite artists of all time.
He would be hard to follow.
You don't follow Tech9.
He's a hard to follow guy.
And AJ saying we need to get him on the show.
Hell yeah.
Bring it.
We got Karina up in here saying much love to all of y'all. Work's got me missing shows. Lots of catching up to do, but grateful for everyone and everything y'all do. Shout out to the Treehouse crew. Thank you.
Word up. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's all love.
We got Kale up in here saying, I saw Slayer in 1991 in Toronto for Clash of the Titans with Anthrax, Megadeth, and Alice in Chains.
That was a great tour back then.
Awesome.
That's
heavy.
mine,
That was a Headbangers Ball tour, wasn't it?
Man.
That's heavy right there.
Woo.
We got Alex up in here just shouting out Snacks. He's saying, go Snacks.
Go Snacks. He's a star.
How's it doing?
We got Gilbert up in here saying, yo, Biperus.
What
Have
up?
you guys ever met or partied with Metallica?
We've met him. We played on certain festivals with them, like right before them. It was crazy. I don't know how we got those. I don't know how we got those type of gigs. I mean, I know how we got them, but I'm saying it's still kind of trippy to know that we were placed in a metal festival, co-headlining, going on before Metallica. That used to blow my fucking mind. But we never really hung with them. I mean, we hung with Jason Newsted a couple times in Kirk. Didn't really hang with Hetfield or Lars so much. Hung with Lars once with Prophets, because he was friends with Tom. But yeah, you know, like it was cool being able to play with, you know, on the same bill, same stage as those guys. It was awesome.
Hell yeah.
We got SS Ryder saying, yo, what's up, fellas? Hey, Sendog, what did you think of the offense, and did you worry that Jimmy G looked like he was hurt?
I actually didn't watch the game, the Raiders game, because I was flying, whatever. So, yeah, I didn't watch it.
Ow.
You see what they did with Jimmy G? That he's Las Vegas's most eligible bachelor right now.
All kinds of distractions.
Just win.
It's all
Just win.
It's all kinds of distractions.
Yeah, that's a
right
distraction in itself. So
He's kind of got that George Clooney thing happening.
now. Yeah, he's football's George Clooney, man.
And he's always in the suit and the tie.
That's football Clooney right there.
get me to the playoffs, brother.
You ever seen that movie Burn After Reading?
Yep.
With his little fuck wedge?
Yeah.
Because he was just balling.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good to be Jimmy. I've seen him with some dime
He
pieces.
said it's good to be Jimmy.
Yeah, it's real good to be Jimmy.
And we got DJ Paws up in here saying Be Real with Tony A last night was legendary.
Well, thank you very much, man.
Is there a way that I can watch that? Is there a replay of that?
That's on YouTube. Go to Rhodium Radio.
Rhodium Radio?
Right?
Yep, Rhodium Radio.
I'm on it.
We got Javi G up in here saying, sorry, y'all, been working long shifts, and I miss y'all first weekday off here. He's saying, hey, Uncle Be Real, can I get a late happy birthday?
Happy birthday, man. Stay smoking that good, no boof. As you know, we always give you this advice. Don't be having no boof-ass people around you neither. The ones that would bring bad vibes to your celebration day, man. Just, you ain't got to have them around. Have the ones you love around, the ones that create good vibes with you, man, and celebrate.
And we got Shane B saying Jimmy G got a room reserved at the Bunny Ranch. He's got a lifetime membership.
He's the one that got caught out there in front of some hotel with the porn star.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
She called the TMZ to let them know, hey, I'm coming out of the hotel with
Jimmy G.
Yeah. That was him, right? Yeah.
See, but the thing that I appreciate about Jimmy G,
he owned it.
He doesn't pretend not to be a playboy.
He
it's
owned
like I am
that one.
surrounded by dime pieces, of course.
Duh.
Yeah, duh.
He's all, ladies and gentlemen, introducing me.
Yeah, he's not hiding it.
There it goes, right there.
Look,
Oh,
it's good to be Jimmy.
oh my God.
Excellent.
Can a man blame another man? I'm going to say no.
Oh, that's good stuff. That was good.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you.
Oh, Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy.
And we got T Reaper up in here saying salute. Always a blessing to see the legends in the building. If y'all can cover a Metallica song, what would it be?
Then, dog, what would it be? You tell me.
I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a good question, but something like I don't know. I've always liked One.
Yeah, One. I have to agree. That is a dope joint right there. But you got to have the band that's proficient enough to play their shit.
Bring it.
My favorite Metallica song is a cover song, and that's Bread Fan. So I would be doing a cover of a cover.
Go.
Bring it.
I like One though. One is dope. It's just a sick arrangement.
Oh, there's some sick arrangements of that song out there for sure.
Word. Next.
And we got a Hybrid Cypher up in here saying, love how you guys are hitting up the UK twice this year. Shout to you guys.
Yes, indeedy. We're coming back up there with Ice Cube in December.
Dublin.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It's gonna be nuts. Because he hasn't been there in a while. Been a minute, B.
It sucks you got to go back and forth, though, right there.
Tis what it is.
Bring it.
We got Rocky up in here saying, hey guys, just popped in, wanted to say hello. Going in to do hot yoga in 10 minutes for 60 minutes.
Oh, man.
Any of you guys ever do hot yoga?
Nah, man. I ain't never done cold yoga.
Yeah, in my dreams.
You like that one, Trace?
That was a good one.
You're gonna have to use that. You're gonna have to use
Sometimes they're a little corny, but that was a good one.
I'm not gonna claim trademark on this one. No
That was a good one.
copyright.
I'll give you that.
That's
I'll give
for
you that.
everyone. Next.
And we got Marbella up in here saying, Sen, Colton tried to give me ensalada de papas with raisins in it. Save me, please, and can I get those lokes, OG, so I won't look at Colton? And he's also saying, yo, Sen, why did you cut your hair? We could have been the waving Cubanos, even be real. Colton could never, and Cypress, I will have a blue marker ready for you.
That's a lot of inquisition.
That's a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah. I don't know where to start at, but enchiladas de papas.
Enchiladas de papas.
Yeah.
With raisins.
It's a new group.
With the raisins.
That
A
one.
new group.
That is a.
Yeah, and I shaved my hair off because it started leaving on its own anyway, so I got rid of the rest of it.
All right. That's honest.
Yeah, that's how it went down.
We got Kale up in here asking Sendog, have you ever taken the stage with Biohazard, and how is it performing with those guys?
Yeah, I have performed at Biohazard before, and back in those days, it's been a lot of years, you understand. So back in those days, it was kind of crazy because you had, have you ever seen Billy Graziati perform?
Spinning.
He's a spinning, high flying. He's everywhere but on the stage, it seems like. And then you had Bobby over there on the other side, and he's like going 360 round and round the whole time he's playing. He's not stopping. He's just spinning like a whirlwind. And Evan was back there, just chomping up on the bass. So the only one I would really make eye contact with was the drummer Danny, because he was sitting down looking at everything.
He was stuck.
Yeah, those guys, while the rest of them went crazy. And it was when I first did it with them, it was exciting and everything. And then after the third or fourth times I did it, whatever, then I started paying attention to the musicianship going on. And even though they were, going berserk on the stage, no one was missing a note or, a drum riff or anything. Everything was still being played correctly, but it just looked crazy.
There was no Pro Tools off stage.
No, not back in them times.
You were hearing what was really happening.
Yeah, for real.
We got D up in here saying, yo, B, how was it being on stage with Busta Rhymes?
Oh, it was cool, man. That's the homie right there. I didn't expect the call when he got down here to do that, but when he called, hey, that's my boy, so I gotta show up for the homie.
Bring it.
And he wanted me to do Hand on the Pump. He actually asked if you were around, but you live in Nevada, so I was like, well, Sen lives in a different state now. He's like, all right, come down and do Hand on the Pump. I'm like, let's go.
Let me know. Me and Trace would have got on the plane right quick.
All right, well, that's good to
Come
know
on
for
over.
next time. I'll hit you guys up, be like, hey,
Trace, Buster's calling us. Let's roll.
Whoop-de-wop and Whizzle-wop is...
I love running Sen's credit card up. You know what I mean? Especially on jets.
Yeah. Well,
he's springing for the flight, huh?
it's for the job. Well, maybe I won't call you.
It's one of those write-offs that I was
Maybe
talking
I'm
to you
coming
about.
myself.
You know what I mean? That's a work expense.
He's like, maybe I'm just coming down myself. All right, next.
And we got a Urban Root Society saying, is there
Hold
any...
on. Did he say root?
He said roots.
Yeah, that's how we say it in Minnesota.
A root.
Roots, roof, a roof. There we go.
A roof and a
All
root.
right, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
It's roots.
Urban Roots
Okay.
Society. And he's asking, is there anyone at the table you would not smoke with because they smoke too much weed?
Smoke.
No.
No.
I smoke with all these guys all night till the wheels fall
No,
off.
I don't think he means us. I mean, like
Would you if Willie Nelson was there? That's what he kind of means. Some big smoker.
if someone smokes way
Willie
too much.
Nelson's here.
If they smoke cigarettes, that's different. Like,
Yeah,
I'll be like,
because
yo.
weed, I don't know anyone who smokes more than us.
That's a fact.
So, like, if they smoked a lot of weed, they'd be welcome here. You know what I'm saying? If they smoked more than we did, we'd be like impressed. Yeah. Hey,
Bring it.
keep
Willie,
it-
if Willie was here, you'd just be smoking on GP.
Smoke.
yeah,
As long as he smokes, I smoke.
That's real.
that type
Bring
of
it.
thing.
No crack.
Okay, Les.
Yeah, no crack.
If Willie did pass you the crack rock, though, come on.
If Willie passed you the crack rock,
I mean, you don't have to take a big hit. You know what I mean? Just a.
What the?
There you go. Thanks, Willie.
I don't know, Steph. I don't know.
I
Oh,
won't inhale.
you're going straight
Yeah,
to
like-
H-E-L-L.
Just exhale as soon as you suck it in. Man, that's good stuff, Willie. Thanks.
Blow it in his face.
Man.
Wow.
All right.
Got a visual of that whole thing right
Right
there.
now, I know the entire Asylum's on. Yeah. I hit that rock too.
Wow.
Wow.
You're willing. Participant.
Julio Iglesias.
All right.
And we got to give a big special B-Day shout out to DJ Ballistic up in the Twitch Ward. Thank you so much.
Happy birthday, Ballistic.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And the last one so far is we got Mad Trees up in here saying, taking dabs is more Gen Z to me. All the millennials and older folks smoke flower. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I guess so.
I like edibles. I like dabs. I like flower.
I like it all too, but yeah, majority is of doing flower is folks our age, easy and older.
And I'm certain I would enjoy the RSO at reasonable numbers.
Yeah, all day. Reasonable numbers.
Bring it.
100's a good number.
100 is a fabulous number, Mike.
You know, you could do that maybe like 2 times a day. At least, you know, 1 to start off the day, 1 to round it out. Maybe throw 1 in the middle. Just depends what kind of things you got going on.
I'm on an RSO regimen right now, 125 milligrams every 3 days.
That's cool.
But it's consistent, like, so I'm keeping this immune system going to me of this RSO.
All right.
Yeah, and like I've had arthritis in my hands from playing ball, busted them up bad. And this RSO has really helped with my hands and stuff. Stuff's amazing.
You take naps in the daytime?
Sometimes when I can. I mean, out with these guys, ain't nobody napping. You know what I'm saying? That's for sure.
I don't know.
Wake up on a T-shirt.
I don't know.
See, that's where you take a nap, though. That's like that picture is taken out of context.
That's 1,000 milligrams, baby.
That's 1,000 milligrams. All right, next.
And that seems to be it.
All right. Oh, man.
Well, you got jokes today, boy. Woo, boy. Yeah.
And I don't.
You said it.
I don't take naps. Honestly, he doesn't really take naps. Not that I've seen. He was high as fuck right then.
I'll be taking naps.
That was on a plane, right?
That was like an hour of power right there is what that was. That wasn't a power. Now that was an hour of power.
But that's an hour.
30 minutes of power.
It's a good pose, though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm thinking. Do you not see that my mind
That's
is...
what I'm saying. You went into it with some kind of intent.
Yes, I'm thinking. I mean, yeah, my mind doesn't stop.
He's Picarding, son.
Right.
Captain Picard.
Go.
Okay, so
had a moment of silence.
It's a very suave shot, son. Hey, look, we want to thank everybody for joining us right here on the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Once again, we remind you we're going to be in the mix right after this. 2 places. At the home site, www.breal.tv for all the members there. And if you're not a member, become a member and you'll get the mix. That's the home site support, you know what I mean? And there's also Twitch, B_Real TV is the place. If you got a Twitch account, come check the mix there. All right. And much love to all y'all for being here with us, giving you your time, energy, love, and support. We appreciate all y'all. Tracy Eddie, you got shout-outs, Mike.
I do. Quick shout-out to my agent for putting together a $3.2 million deal with Coca-Cola. Thank you so much. Now I've turned this whole Coke problem thing completely around, and T-shirts are for sale on my Instagram right now. You want one of those shirts that B Real's wearing? Hit your boy up. I got those. Big shout out to all the Instagram followers out there. Everybody tuned in today. Guys sitting around the table today. I love coming in here on Tuesdays. I mean, I'm not going to pat myself on the back, but we like coming in here so much. We literally drive from another state every Tuesday to come in here and hang out.
Hell yeah.
And it's that much fun, and that's what it's all about, having fun. It's kind of like a day off and, you know, get to go clown around, smoke with you guys. So it's a lot of fun. So guys up in the treehouse as well. Bobo, Aton, everybody out there in production here at Be Real Studios. You make it real easy for a guy to come in here and feel at home. Les?
No doubt. Shout out everybody on the check just hanging out with us. Shout out to the team over here. And word, if you're on the IG, go to Psycho Les Official. And if you're checking for the merch, psycholesshop.com. And also this Saturday, I'm going to be over at Bakersfield, West Coast Creations. We doing our thing out there, and it's Tuesday. I'm feeling great, and get ready for the mix after this, no doubt.
Shout out the Insane Asylum. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Ray Morning Shot Films. Shout out to the Dominator. And what's going on, Steftone?
Yep. Shout out Mark Sargent, Karen B, David Weiss, and Dog B, Trace, Psycho Les, Bolton, Ray Morning Shot Films, Taryn at Velvet Hammer, Dom, Aton, Pedro, Javi Lopez, E-Zone, everyone else at Be Real TV, and also the Asylum, Twitch Ward, the Scorleys. Y'all have a great week. See you Friday. Sam.
Yeah, shout out to everybody at the table. Good seeing you, brothers, today. Much respect to all the fans at the Blue Ridge Music Festival. We appreciate you, and thank you very much for coming to support, even though it didn't go down. A big shout out to Josh and Evan Greenspan down there in Southgate. And then a big shout out to my boy Sage, starting his rookie year of baseball. He's on the Mets. He's excited to play. So shout out to all them people.
I give thanks to the Creator. Keep an open mind, because closed minds get locked out. Swallow that.